which contain vitamin D. And the biggest source of vitamin D is produced by our skin. Exactly. When our skin gets exposed to the sun, to the UV rays, it produces vitamin D. That's why vitamin D is known as the sunshine.
This could be good for me.
Assalamualaikum, I am Dr.KANZA and आज की वीडियो में I'm going to tell you 8 signs that you are having deficiency of vitamin D. Exactly. As we all know that vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin and it is a very extremely important nutrient for our body and is having very powerful effects in our body. Despite of its huge importance, still a lot of people are not getting adequate amount of it. Yeah, in fact 1 billion people in the whole world are having deficiency of vitamin D. Why is it so? Because there are very few foods which contain vitamin D, and the biggest source of vitamin D is produced by our skin. Exactly. When our skin gets exposed to the sun, to the UV rays, it produces vitamin D. That's why vitamin D is known as the sunshine vitamin. Yeah. So going towards those 8 signs which shows that you are having vitamin D deficiency in your body. So the first sign is aching muscles. Exactly. Research have proven that if you are having chronic muscle ache without any exertion, without any physical activity, but you feel that your muscles are aching, this shows that you are having vitamin D deficiency. So yeah, second sign. The second sign is aching bones. Exactly. If you are having painful bones, this shows that you are having vitamin D deficiency. Why is it so? As vitamin D plays a vital role in calcium metabolism and the bone and tissue replacement mechanism. When vitamin D is deficient, the calcium would be deficient in the body, which will lead softening of the bones, known as osteomalacia. That's why early fractures, easy fractures in adults, known as the adult rickets. And if the vitamin D is deficient in the children, it will lead to rickets, bowed legs, ज़्यादा जो वेट बेरिंग नहीं होते वो टेढ़ी हड्डियाँ हो जाती हैं, उनकी बहुत easily टूट जाती हैं. So this shows that you are having vitamin D deficiency. Now here I am going to clear the point that how you will differentiate the pain of muscles and the pain you are having in your bones. The muscle pain is very localized pain. मतलब वो एक specific जगह पे होगी हमारी muscle pain and it would be severe and only localized, और वो aggravate करेगी when you will do some physical activity. मतलब अगर आप कोई चीज़ करेंगे, कोई exercise करेंगे, कोई exertion करेंगे, तो आपका that localized muscle will ache. Coming towards the pain of bones, उसकी पेन कैसी होती है? It's a very generalized pain, broadly distributed होती है और बड़ी penetrating pain होती है. So in this way you can differentiate the muscle ache from the bone ache. So going towards our third point, थर्ड साइन, दैट इज फटीग एंड लो एंड्योरेंस. आपको हर टाइम बहुत ही लो एनर्जी लेवल्स फील हो रहे होते हैं एंड दिस स्लगिश बिहेवियर leads towards a negative behavior and which is not overall good for your health. So this all is because of vitamin D, because vitamin D is very important to produce energy in your body. So when vitamin D is not there, the energy levels are so low and you will feel like sluggish, low. The fourth point over here is low mood. If you are having low mood all the time with low energy level, then this shows that you are having vitamin D deficiency. Research have proven that there are certain vitamin D receptors in our brain which are responsible to produce many monoamine neurotransmitters in our brain, like serotonin and dopamine. These both hormones are kind of good hormones for our body, that they give us a relaxation and good feeling. So when there is vitamin D deficiency, these both hormones will be not adequately produced in the body, in the brain, which will lead to anxiety, depression. Low sign is poor sleep, like you are having problem in having a quality sleep. Research have shown that you are having vitamin D receptors in your brain which are responsible for a good sleep. So when you are deficient of vitamin D, you are not going to have a quality sleep. So yeah, 6th point over here is wound heal slowly. अगर आपको कोई चोट लग गई है और आपका जो वूंड है, ज़ख्म है, बहुत देर से भरता है, बहुत देर से हील होता है, तो दिस शोज दैट यू आर हैविंग विटामिन डी डेफिशिएंसी. Why is it so? Vitamin D plays a very important role in skin elasticity, in skin support and maintenance. So whenever this vitamin won't be present in your skin and not giving that elasticity and support to the skin, so this will delay your wound healing. So this is one of the sign which shows that you are having vitamin D deficiency. The 7th sign over here is alopecia, which is the loss of hair, very common in the females. This is also one of the sign of vitamin D deficiency, as vitamin D is playing a very vital role in the health of the hair follicle. So our hair follicle needs vitamin D for their growth. So if you are deficient of vitamin D, you may be having hair loss. Towards our last point. The last point over here is dizziness and nausea. As we are having vitamin D receptors in our inner ear, which actually plays a vital role in the mechanism of calcium channels over there. It regulates those calcium channels in the inner ear. So its deficiency will disturb those calcium channels and the calcium crystals in the inner ear will dislodge, and by this you can feel dizziness and nausea. And this condition is known as benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. So yeah. So going towards the treatment of vitamin D deficiency, how you can correct and maintain an adequate amount of vitamin D in your body. Like it's not a temporary process कि आपने उस टाइम vitamin D का कोई supplement ले लिया and like you are good to go. Like it's a long process. You have to maintain adequate amount of vitamin D in your body on a long basis. Now first of all आप अपना ब्लड टेस्ट करवाएं, अपने विटामिन डी के लेवल्स चेक करवाएं कि आप किस स्टेज के ऊपर हैं. Then the next point, you can add vitamin rich foods in your diet like salmon, fish, egg yolks, liver और गोश्त वगैरह जिसके अंदर vitamin D होता है. You can add these foods in your diet. Thirdly, expose yourself under the sun. As I have already told you that large amounts of vitamin D is produced in our skin when it gets exposed to the sun or the UV rays. So expose yourself under the sun. 4th point over here is that add a multivitamin in your diet, and how you have to take it I have already mentioned in my previous video, that a fat soluble multivitamin has to be taken with a fat containing food. It could be a piece of cheese, it could be whole milk, dark chocolate, etc. So noting all these points and following these points, you can get rid of your vitamin D deficiency, and vitamin D adequate amount in your body can do wonders for your health. Hope so आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी. अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी है तो give it a thumbs up and do subscribe my channel. दुआओं में याद रखें. अल्लाह हाफिज़.
This could be good for me. Lately I was